Maya sat in the quiet cafe, her coffee cooling in front of her. For weeks, her gut had been screaming at her that something was wrong with Jake. He was distant, distracted, and glued to his phone like it held his entire world. He'd brushed off her questions with excuses about work stress, but Maya wasn't buying it anymore. She wasn't proud of herself, but tonight, she needed answers. When Jake arrived, he wore his usual disarming smile. "Hey, babe," he said, leaning in for a kiss. Maya kissed him back, but her heart wasn't in it. Their conversation felt like a dance. Jake steering it away from anything serious, while Maya waited for her moment. Then it came. Jake's phone buzzed on the table, and he glanced at the screen, his jaw tightening slightly before flipping it face down. A few minutes later, he excused himself to the restroom. The phone sat there like a forbidden fruit. Maya stared at it, debating. Her hands felt clammy as she reached for it, her conscience warring with her need to know the truth. To her surprise, it wasn't locked. As soon as the screen lit up, she saw it, a message from someone named Lila. "Can't wait to see you again tomorrow, Red Heart." Maya's chest tightened. She opened their chat, her hands trembling. The thread was full of inside jokes, sweet messages, and even photos. Her worst fear was confirmed. The sound of the bathroom door jolted her back to reality. She locked the phone, setting it back down just as Jake returned. "Everything okay?" he asked, noticing her tense expression. Maya forced a smile. "Yeah, fine." But inside, she was already planning how to confront him. The following evening, Maya sat across from Jake in his apartment. Her calm demeanor was a mask for the storm brewing inside her. "Jake, I need to talk to you about something," she began, her voice steady. Jake looked up from his laptop, his brow furrowing. "What's wrong?" She held her phone in her hand, the screenshot of his messages with Lila glowing on the screen. She turned it to face him. "What's this?" Jake's face turned pale. He opened his mouth to speak, but no words came out. The seconds stretched heavy and suffocating. "Maya," he finally stammered, It's not what it looks like." "Don't." She cut him off, her voice sharper now. "Don't insult me by pretending this isn't exactly what it looks like. How long has this been going on?" Jake slumped back into the couch, defeated. "A few weeks," he admitted, barely above a whisper. "But it didn't mean anything. I was just bored, lonely. Spare me the excuses," she snapped. Her eyes burned, but she refused to cry in front of him. "You could have just told me you weren't happy instead of sneaking around behind my back." "Maya, I made a mistake," he pleaded. "I'll end it. Please, we can fix this." But Maya shook her head, standing up. "No, Jake, you broke this, not me. And I deserve better than someone who doesn't know how to be honest." She grabbed her bag and headed for the door, leaving Jake sitting there, his guilt weighing him down. As she walked into the cool night air, Maya felt the sting of betrayal, but also a strange sense of relief. The truth had hurt, but now she was free to move forward. And for the first time in weeks, her gut felt quiet. Full video in the YouTube channel.